Proven tips for No Nut November. NoFap tips and tricks. Learn more about No Nut November, including how to participate without being a jerk and how to get through the month. What is No Nut November? People who participate in No Nut November or NNN resolve not to ejaculate for a month. Ejaculation is also known as nutting, which is a good thing because we don't have enough of it. Although anybody may participate, it is most commonly done by males with penises. It's an online phenomenon. It originated on Reddit, which grew out of the NoFap campaign, and many people despise it. Why do many people dislike NNN? Many individuals that participate in NNN or NoFap in general are jerks about it. They make derogatory sexual remarks about women and are frequently prejudiced. NNN has also been used by some of these persons to threaten sex workers and pornographic businesses. Others despise it since the statements that are frequently made regarding not masturbating are largely false. More on that below. There are also some plainly harmful connections between organizations and methods of thinking. Furthermore, the signals they offer to men about what it means to be a male are destructive to men and everyone around them. It's crucial to realize, though, that many of those who do it are doing so in a relaxed manner. Some of their posts about it are actually rather amusing. It's only vital to remember that individuals receive terrible sex education, which teaches them nothing beneficial about masturbating. What motivates individuals to do it? People participate in No Nut November for a variety of reasons, much like they do with masturbation. Many people believe they masturbate excessively or are hooked to sexual ideas or pictures in some way, e.g. porn. Some people think they could utilize the energy and time they spend masturbating for something else. For example, masturbating for a month and study the violin or French, which is truly the sexiest of languages, don't argue with me. Others believe that being able to control their impulsives will make them more of a man. In relation to this, some people believe that if they don't masturbate, their testosterone levels will rise. They will be more macho if they believe that this one hormone alone will make them more manly. That is not how testosterone or manliness function. Is it a decent plan? There are two fundamental beliefs in the history of what we educate people about masturbation. You should either not masturbate or masturbate. Either the sex negative, masturbation is a sin and you'll burn in hell for it, or the sex positive, masturbation is a sin and you'll burn in hell for it. You should certainly masturbate. It's actually incredibly healthy for you, and here are all the reasons why. Or the sex positive, you should definitely masturbate, and here are all the reasons why. If it feels nice, do it. If it doesn't, don't, as my driving teacher used to advise. Many individuals are concerned about how much they masturbate and how many may affect them. I receive a lot of inquiries about it, and I respond to them, making people feel better. Masturbation is okay as long as you don't damage yourself. Preserve your friendships and connections, and continue to accomplish your housework, schoolwork, and other responsibilities. No Nut November expert advice. Here are my greatest advice whether you're doing NNN or NoFap for the lols, to see if you can, or to attempt to have a little more control over how much you masturbate. Masturbation alternatives. One thing I recommend is that you consider why you masturbate. Make a list of all the reasons you masturbated, including boredom, stress, fatigue, horniness, masturbating, and so on. After you've done that, glance through the list and ask yourself, which of these can I only attain through masturbation? Then consider all of the numerous ways you may accomplish those goals. You may read, take some breathing exercises, nap, or focus on your coursework. For example, if you're feeling very horny, you could follow your whims. It's all about taking things slowly and being fully present in your body. You just notice when you are horny, and rather than simply turning it off, you simply observe. What sensations do you have in your body? Where does it all begin? Do you notice a tingling sensation or a shift in temperature? You simply observe and observe where the horniness goes, then serve it. You simply notice and observe it, then be in the moment with it. This is merely sound advice if you're trying to break a habit or satisfy a want. It's derived from Buddhism, and the underlying premise is that our suffering as humans is caused by our desires and a sensation of being deprived of something. By observing our cravings, we can ultimately become as inattentive to them as we are to clouds, weather, or Ed Sheeran. What to do if you have blue balls or vulvas? If you become aroused but do not ejaculate or have an orgasm, you may have a dull aching in your genitals. Blue balls, often known as blue vulvas, are a kind of blue vulva. This is known as vasocongestion, which is the best type of congestion. Masturbation is a means to alleviate this vasocongestion. Therefore, if you're doing NNN, you should probably avoid it. If you wait long enough, vasocongestion will go away on its own. If you like, you may also use a cool flannel on your bits. Fewer nuts November. My issue with abstinent models like No Nut November is that once you nut, you're out of the game. I understand that's the point, but if you're are trying to cut down on your masturbation, this isn't the way to go. Or if you want to improve your relationship with masturbation and yourself, I don't believe it will help. Seeing oneself as a success or a failure locks you into a paradigm in which you are either one or the other. It's fine to be stuck in the center and constantly correcting and altering your route. When you encounter difficulties, being effective entails making little alterations to your goals. Also keep in mind that we are continually changing and that our selves are always evolving. We can be successful or unsuccessful since these states don't exist on their own and aren't fixed. So instead of No Not November, fewer Not November could be a better fit. Yes, that sounds a lot less enjoyable, but it's more useful. Help each other out. Many NNN practitioners give off the impression that they are shut up in a bunker somewhere, protected from the internet hottest, underwear ads, and Love Island. I also think there are a lot of crisps, graham crackers, or packs of cornflakes about for whatever reason. My advice to you, courageous, stoic, misguided NNNer, is to enlist the aid of your friends. You may even enlist the aid of a friendly lion such as Saint Jerome. If you have good and real reasons to participate in NNN, enlist the aid of your friends. You should have greater faith in your friends to look out for you, and as a result, you will have better friends and connections. So can you help each other out by asking for what you need and what they need? Ask an NNN person what you can do if you have one in your life. You might, for example, watch an episode of Love Island ahead of time and notice when they might want to look away from the television.